Iota value equivalent to 7.8023 rands a coin. The present cost range 7.25740,485. The earlier day close 7.338. The change was 0.515 to 70%. Reverse rate atleast. Iota cost expectation for July 2024. Before all else cost at 10.68 rands. Excessive cost 13.96, while low cost 10.68. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 11.75. Iota cost figure toward the month's end 12.39, change for July 16%. Iota figure for August 2024. Before all else cost at 12.39 rands. Exorbitant cost 15.38, while low cost 12.39. They found the middle value of cost 13.63. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 14.37, change for August 16%. Iota cost expectation for September 2024. First and foremost cost at 14.37 rands. Exorbitant cost 15.89, while low cost 13.81. They found the middle value of cost 14.73. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 14.85, change for September 3.3%. Iota conjecture for October 2024. At the outset cost at 14.85 rands. Excessive cost 15.41, while low cost 13.39. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 14.51. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 14.40, change for October 3%. Iota cost expectation for November 2024. At the outset cost at 14.40 rands. Excessive cost 14.66, while low cost 12.74. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 13.88. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 13.70, change for November 4.9%. Iota gauge for December 2024. To start with cost at 13.70 rands. Exorbitant cost 13.70, while low cost 11.54. They found the middle value of cost 12.84. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 12.41, change for December 9.4%. Iota cost expectation for January 2025. To start with cost at 12.41 rands. Exorbitant cost 12.41, while low cost 10.03. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 11.41. Iota cost figured toward the month's end 10.78, change for January 13.1%. Iota figure for February 2025. Initially cost at 10.78 rands. Exorbitant cost 12.56, while low cost 10.78. They found the middle value of cost 11.47. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 11.74, change for February 8.9%. Iota cost expectation for Walk 2025. In the first place cost at 11.74 rands. Exorbitant cost 11.79, while low cost 10.25. They found the middle value of cost 11.20. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 11.02, change for spring 6.1%. Iota figure for April 2025. Before all else cost at 11.02 rands. Excessive cost 11.02, while low cost 9.07. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 10.22. Iota cost figure toward the month's end 9.75, change for April 11.5%. Iota cost expectation for May 2025. To start with cost at 9.75 rands. Excessive cost 11.52, while low cost 9.75. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 10.45. Iota cost figure toward the month's end 10.77, change for May 10.5%. Iota conjecture for June 2025. At the outset cost at 10.77 rands. Excessive cost 13.36, while low cost 10.77. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 11.85. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 12.49, change for June 16%. Iota cost expectation for July 2025. At the outset cost at 12.49 rands. Excessive cost 13.58, while low cost 11.80. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 12.64. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 12.69, change for July 16%. Iota conjecture for August 2025. At the outset cost at 12.69 rands. Excessive cost 13.79, while low cost 11.99. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 12.84. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 12.89, change for August 16%. Iota cost expectation for September 2025. Initially cost at 12.89 rands. Excessive cost 12.89, while low cost 10.88. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 12.9. Iota cost figure toward the month's end 11.70, change for September 9.2%. Iota figure for October 2025. Initially cost at 1170 rands, exorbitant cost 1360, while low cost 1170. They found the middle value of cost 1243. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 1271, change for October 8.6%. Iota cost expectation for November 2025. In the first place cost at 1271 rands, exorbitant cost 1271, while low cost 1077. They found the middle value of cost 1194. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 1158, change for November 8.9%. Iota figure for December 2025. Before all else cost at 1158 rands. Excessive cost 1437, while low cost 1158. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 1274. Iota cost figure toward the month's end 1343, change for December 16%. Iota cost expectation for January 2026. Before all else cost at 1343 rands. Excessive cost 1459, while low cost 1269. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 1359. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 1364, change for January 6%. Iota estimate for February 2026. First and foremost cost at 1364 rands. Exorbitant cost 1483, while low cost 1289. They found the middle value of cost 1381. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 1386, change for February 6%. Iota cost expectation for Walk 2026. First and foremost cost at 1386 rands. Exorbitant cost 15.7, while low cost 13.9. They found the middle value of cost 14.3. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 14.8, change for spring 6%. Iota conjecture for April 2026. At the outset cost at 14.8 rands. Excessive cost 15.26, while low cost 13.26. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 14.22. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 14.26, change for April 3%. Iota cost expectation for May 2026. In the first place cost at 14.96 rands. Exorbitant cost 14.63, while low cost 12.71. They found the middle value of cost 13.82. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 13.67, change for May 1%. Iota figure for June 2026. Initially cost at 13.67 rands. Exorbitant cost 14.86, while low cost 12.92. They found the middle value of cost 13.84. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 13.89, change for June 6%. Iota cost expectation for July 2026. In the first place cost at 13.89 rands. Exorbitant cost 13.89, while low cost 12.3. They found the middle value of cost 13.19. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 12.94, change for July 6.8%. Iota gauge for August 2026.